Okay, now we're doing problem number 3, which is to create a baseball player class. Let's uncomment this. So if I want to, I went the wrong way there. So if I want to create a baseball player class, go to Project and choose Add Class. Name of the class will be baseball player with a capital B and a capital P. And this has 4 private variables. Okay, and let's go and take a look at what else we have to do. So player name, team, hits, and at-bats. Write a constructor that will accept the name, the team name, hits, and at-bats, and creates a baseball player object. Okay, so that's pretty easy to do. The constructor has the same. The constructor is public. It has the same name as the class baseball player. And I said there were parameters that are going to be passed in. So we're going to have string. And I'm going to put the word the in front of them. So we can distinguish them from the private variables up above. And name is going to be set equal to whatever was passed in. Team is going to be equal to the team, and hits is going to be equal to the hits, and at-bats, my private variable, is going to be equal to the parameter, the at-bats that was passed in. Okay, and then we need to trim any blanks from the player name and the team name. So let's just do dot trim there and dot trim. Whoops. Okay, so that'll remove any blanks. Okay, and then we need some methods. Batting average. If they have, that's just basically dividing the hits by the at-bats. But if at-bats is 0, we need to return a 0. Okay? So that's going to be fairly short too. Is it batting average or average? Batting average. Don't need to pass anything in because we've got the hits right here. We've got the at-bats right here. So all I need to do is divide them. But if at-bats is equal to 0, return. Okay, and if it's not 0, I'll get past that. If it is 0, I've already returned. So all I need to do now is just to do return hits divided by at-bats. Now, that is not going to work, because hits, the only time it'll work is if the player's batting 1,000. Otherwise, hits is going to be less than at-bats, and since these are both integers, guess what? It's going to return a 0 for the batting average every time. So I got to convert this into a float. I don't have to convert both of them into a float, just one will do, but let's just do this to be on the safe side. And what else have we got? We got some other methods. Equals. So it accepts another baseball player and returns true if they have the same name and the same team, and it should not be case sensitive. So we'll have to do 2 upper here. So public Boolean equals, and we're going to pass in another baseball player, call it other. And if this player's name, which is name, dot to upper equals other dot to other dot name. dot to upper and team dot to upper is equal to other dot team dot to upper, then return true, else misspelled return up here. Okay, now we should be good. Okay, I think we had one other one we had to do. We had to convert it to a string, and we're going to return the name, the team, hits, at-bats, and batting average with slashes. Okay, so toString is going to be pretty straightforward as well. Whoops, got to do override on this one though. Don't pass in any arguments, and it's just going to be one long return statement. And would I have a slash in between? Yeah, okay. So plus team plus slash plus hits. Yeah. Plus at bats plus, and then I want the batting average. I can just call that method, and that'll give it to me. So that's it. That'll convert it into a string for me. And let's do an Alt Tab over here, and there's some code to test it. And we will go back to our program here and look at our main program. And we're going to do Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. And we're going to convert them to strings. We're going to see if they're equal. And we should get false and true for that. And then we should get our batting averages, which looks like 333, 406, and 0. So let's run it. 333, 406, and 0, false and true. I only apparently printed out the toString thing on 2 of them. Yeah, player 1 and player 2. And then I check to see if 1 was equal to 2, and I should get false, and then see if 1 is equal to 3, and I should get true. They're equal, but the cases are different of the letters. And then it converts the batting averages, and that takes care of my baseball player class.